A young man, tired of feeling like he was never enough, decided he would climb the tallest mountain he could find. He believed that if he could just reach the summit, he would finally prove his worth to himself and to everyone who had ever doubted him. With fire in his heart and a heavy pack on his back, he began the journey. The path was steep and unforgiving. He slipped, scraped his hands on rocks, and often found himself alone with nothing but the sound of wind in his own thoughts. At times he wanted to turn back. At times he screamed into the silence, asking why it had to be so hard. But every morning he stood up, dusted himself off, and took another step. Days turned into weeks. He lost track of time, but he kept climbing. Eventually, breathless and worn, he reached the peak. He looked around, expecting something, applause, answers, maybe a sign that he had finally made it. But there was nothing, just clouds, sky, and silence. Confused, he sat down. Then an old man appeared, sitting calmly on a rock nearby, as if he had been waiting. The young man asked, "Where is the reward? Where is the feeling of success?" The old man smiled and replied, "You don't climb a mountain to find something at the top. You climb to leave behind who you were and to become someone stronger with every step. You were never chasing the summit. You were building yourself with each struggle." The young man looked at his torn clothes, his calloused hands, and felt something shift inside him. He stood tall, not because he had conquered the mountain, but because he had discovered the strength it took to get there. The mountain hadn't just been a goal, it had been the teacher that made him. Moral: the journey shapes you more than the destination. True success isn't found at the top. It's built through the struggles, growth, and perseverance along the way.